Greetings and welcome to episode 153 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod USA campaign. This, my friends, how we left it last time. We have begun sort of rebuilding, the restructuring of our armies here after that brutal battle of Vilnius on the eastern frontier. Put the question to the council, is it Moscow or is it St. Petersburg? The overwhelming advice was to aim for St. Petersburg. Now, as many of the council said, you've got Mahler, of course, Kiev, and indeed St. Petersburg, even the Crimea to consider first. The Crimea, of course, last time we checked, had a plethora of army groups here, maybe 2 or 3 army groups here. So we've got to be careful in the Crimea. But as you can see, Kiev, of course, is a bastion here, sort of heading down towards the south. And it's got, if I'm not mistaken here, quite a powerful force here in defence as well. It's also got these forces moving away. Now, we don't know what's in Moscow here, but as the council said, it's a huge march from Vilnius all the way to Moscow. It would stretch our lines out massively, and we would, of course, have this huge amount of Russian forces culminating here in this sort of St. Petersburg itself, around the city, to deal with. If they were to strike down towards Vilnius, they would cut off the supply lines here, with moving as of the armies moving towards Moscow. So of course we're going to have to deal not only with the remnants of the garrison of the defenders of Vilnius, but also this mass here of the garrison, the defenders of St. Petersburg. And of course, if we take St. Petersburg, we then ultimately control all of the Baltic, as the council has stated. But also, we would then have this trade line for ourselves. Now, this trade line here, which we have cut off for a number of years, is and was the sort of the lifeblood, as it were, of the Russian economy. As you can see, they're starting to see what happens now once that economy has been sort of taken from them. And that's not to say they are completely beaten, because of course they still have the Crimean. They still got, actually, indeed, no, and actually, in fact, the Crimean completely shut off. Even the Crimean port here has obviously been come under some kind of attack here. It's been closed off entirely. So the Russian economy is purely based on overland trade, and as you can see here, my friends, you can't see much of that moving to and forth here. I can't find anything here that does seem where you can see the Russian economy is moving goods and money from. I genuinely can't see that at all. So it looks like we might have completely sealed off the Russians from their economic sort of base, as it were. Now, that's not to say that, you know, we are free and clear here, because we've got a huge amount of fighting still left here. But at least that puts some context to where we stand here. We're not going to be fighting Russian armies in their prime. We'll be fighting Russian armies that have seen better days, and also have seen units sort of, dare we say, running away from the fight now, as you can see, because we've got quite a lot of torn and tattered flags here. But that's not to say we must take our eyes off the ball. It's still not going to be an easy fight. Now, the council, of course, wonderful advice. And St. Petersburg is going to be we thought Vilnius would be a tough fight, but St. Petersburg is going to be an absolute monstrous fight. It really is. I think, as we had before, we've got this really elite army group here that led that attack. Of course, we have General LNH, who was involved in the fighting, but as you can see, his army came out of that quite well there. We also have here then General Sam North, of course, with control of the absolute elite Marine Corps. And then we have, yep, gentlemen, here we then have General Cromer as well here as well. So that forms that really core, that cadre there, elite cadre of the army group here as well. Now, we do have a number of generals also on the western front as well. We really do have General Curtis, General Fisher, of course. Some of these generals have been with us a very, very long time indeed. We do have some wonderful generals as well on the the western front as well. Generally, now that is a wonderful force here. I know that we've had a number of naming conventions put it forth as well, which I must do as well, and I will do, my friends. Bizzle, of course. Now why is that army not at full strength there? That is not good at all. We need to get a general in here. There, General Ernuk, who has requested that his army be brought into full light, as it were. Now we've got to retrofit this army as well. I mean, look at that. These are all regiment of horse. We need cuirassiers in this army. So we're going to put that. That is going to be corrected immediately. Now, a number of these armies have got to be retrofitted. That army is in good stead there. So is that army. To fill some of these armies up completely. Ooh, 4th Continental Dragoons as well. Here, under General Morris. Now, that's General Ernock here. And we also have those two there. So we need another 2 cuirassiers. Here. These armies will be retrofitted because the battle with... another one there. The battle with Spain is going to be brutal. We can't actually... oh, we don't have enough money, but we will next turn. We will put that out. We've got this army here almost to completion here. We do need some more forces which are being put together. We will then move this army down into Hanover here to defend the Hanoverian sort of Rhineland border. Council has requested also that we don't move into Venice. We leave Venice alone. The Venetians are to be left alone at the behest of the council. We do have this force here, which I think we must deal with. I think we'll send this force in to deal with it. We can't have any of the Venetians loitering about. We must have complete clarity here and complete operational freedom. But we will move this army group away from the border. Because as the council said, it's just not worth the loss that you will take trying to battle into Venice. So we're going to leave Venice alone. Now, there's every chance they'll come for us here, but we do have the forces to deal with it. We're going to pull this army group away. So we're going to go through Croatia into Hungary. And I think we might just reinforce the Spanish border here with these armies here. Now there's every chance that we might have to use... look at that there, they're even increasing here, the settlement fortifications. And that is a very, very strong force indeed, my goodness me. Swiss Grenadiers in there. We've got effectively 3 armies here. That's going to be a Prussian Jaeger as well. It's going to be a tough fight, but I think these armies here, especially this army here, this army group here, is more than enough to deal with it. Spread across the border. They've also come to blows here with the Ottoman Empire, so again, we're not entirely alone in our sort of anonymity of Germany. Mind you, we have held peace for a very, very long time. Longer than I thought we would have. We've got to clear also the remnants here of these Russian forces. That is a powerful force here, or was a powerful force, commanded by quite a strong general as well. I think we're going to remove the last vestiges. Then we're going to start looking to get these up, and then we're going to start moving these forces in to start hitting these armies, dealing with these armies that are sort of the last vestiges. As you can see, we're going to have to go around. Is there if we cross this ford here and moved in here, we'll use these armies to clear the remnants of the defenders, and that will give us open territory, open land here into St. Petersburg, which we need. We need our flanks need to be completely clear. I think the first thing we need, look at that, we've got that as well, this army here to deal with as well. I think first things first, let's deal with the Venetians. Sending General Peter here. Oh, I think we can settle that quite quickly here. Don't think there's any need to go any further with that. We'll have to replenish, but that's absolutely fine. We lost 1,835, but that's absolutely fine. We'll make sure those armies are brought up to full strength. The Venetians have been cleared, but we will bring all these armies up to full strength here once we've got the money in there. We're coming in here. 72,000, not too bad at all. And our economies and our damage done has to be replenished and repaired. It has to be. And I think we'll also... we can't... where is the... we're going to have to go around this way here. I'll go all the way around the bridge here. So we will have to move things this here. We don't do anything else. We're just replenishing at the moment. But then we're going to move in here as well. Anything else we can do? Diplomacy. No, Sweden, I doubt very much they will take trade. No. Spain also. But can we get... well, there's still good grief. Look at Germany. Minus 443 hostility. And also France as well. Don't you dare. Mughal Empire, Ottoman Empire, they're all up against it. All of everyone's hostile. The only ones Great Britain is still very friendly with us. Genoa is hostile. My goodness me, the hostility is extraordinary. Venice are friendly. I wonder if we can get peace with them. Possibly might happen. No chance. You're not in a position to do that. But a trade agreement and a peace treaty. No. Then it shall not come forth. Let's end the turn here, my friends. Let's see where this leads us. Or leaves us, should I say. Britain, they've been erstwhile allies, but dare I say they haven't been forthcoming in their armies moving into certain positions to help us. Well, that's absolutely fine. We've managed thus far by ourselves. We should continue to do so. Hang on a minute. Stealing our technology, sir. There's also Naples. No chance, sir. We're not going to intercept. We want to raid the trade line. That's absolutely fine, but that puts us in a prime position to be absolutely smashed by our naval forces, which will be responding in kind. Look at that. We've got the Ottoman Empire seems to be growing in strength. We've also got the Ottoman Empire to eliminate the remainder of these in Ankara. Wait a minute. Are that more forces going to St. Petersburg? My goodness me. I wonder if we could draw out some of the garrison of St. Petersburg if we went from Finland and then put the army group just by that crossing there, that ford there. Oh, look at that, look at that. They have to be dealt with. Come for us, Persia. We are ready for you, sir.
Sail for the horizon.
Look at that. I'm not sure what Spain is up to here, but Sweden is an ally of ours, and they really have... Oh, wait a minute. No, they're not an ally of ours. Sweden hates us with a passion, dare I say. Courland, who are very, very powerful indeed. And Norway is the ally of ours, but like, once again, they haven't really dipped their toe into any sort of battle or conflict with us. That's absolutely fine. I've been managing... There, look at that. I think we're going to move our combat fleet into here as soon as these are ready. Wait, in fact we've got more money. Excellent.
Sir, make ready.
All these gentlemen here
March! Yes, sir.
are going to be moved down to here.
Make ready. March! Yes.
The same again here.
Orders. Immediately. Taking
sir.
count.
Now this army here is floating around here. Now that needs to be moved into position. We'll set them into Hanover.
Forward.
Oh, look at that. Now these forces need to be
Yes.
brought up to full strength. Again, we have to keep our absolute finger on the pulse here.
Your humble servant.
Oh no, that's a lot of cavalry. Now we can send some of this cavalry up to the border.
Make ready.
Retrofit some of it there.
March. Troops. Halt.
This is a really elite army here, this one. Under General Zavosky. Okay, we're keeping ourselves. Oh, look at that there. And there. And there. Let's use this money we have wisely. Let's get the economy. We've got to chase this down
That's
here.
ready.
In fact, they've made it much easier for us here to chase them down. I'm not going to get away from it, that's for sure. Here as well. That army there should, gentlemen, Lublin. And again, we need to fill some of these armies out here completely.
Sir.
We don't really, I don't think these would be of any consequence to us at the moment. I think we're going to disband these. I know that this one's very, very, but to be honest, we've got to keep our costs down, as it were. And I don't think they're going to be any good to us in terms of any fighting. We just want cuirassiers, to be honest with you. I think we'll have a recruitment. We're going to complete these armies. I know that some of the council have said, "Mala, just use the men you have at the moment." What we'll do, we'll just make sure we've got this army, these 4. Make sure all these armies are at full strength. Because when the fight comes with Germany and with Spain, it's going to be brutal. It has to be taken care
Sir.
of.
Your orders? Make ready, and awaiting orders.
I think we'll use this army here. Dispose of these.
The hours.
Victorious.
Undefeated.
Okay, that.
Ready for
yes.
orders.
But that has
Make ready.
now made us have to bring these armies up to full strength again. That's absolutely
Ready for
fine.
orders. Make ready.
And here also
Humble
we will use the money to bring these gentlemen up to full strength. Oh, he's at full strength, not
Make
yet.
ready.
Mind you, look at the beating they took there. That was a heck of a hammering these regiments of cavalry took here. And these particular regiments here. This regiment, why isn't this army at, right, look at that. 21 men, you need to bring these up to full strength as soon as possible. Got to do something about these armies here. What we will do is probably pull those back. Look at that, that's with morale, with command. Ah, of course,
Sir.
we're building a, look at that.
Your orders?
Putting another army together here in Egypt, and I think it was because
Sir.
we could send them across into Ankara here to sort of replenish. There'd be a replenishment
Yes.
army, as it were. What do we have on location here? We don't really have. Yes, we do have a powerful fleet. I beg your pardon.
Fleet ready.
That does not in any way bother us whatsoever. We're going to replenish. We're going to retrofit this here.
More orders? Yes. Waiting for your orders. Ready and awaiting orders.
Again, we're going to disband these because we're just going to try to trim our costs a little bit here. We've got African infantry, line infantry. As one of the council, as the council has also said, the reason we can't get additional line infantry here is because we're not in Europe. It's European line infantry we can get. And we're also not in the sort of the US. We don't have that sort of European doctrine, as it were, in these areas. Even with Army Staff College, as you can see here, we're still not going to get it at all. Very limited what we can get. And it really is a menace to us, especially here, these regiments that have taken a real beating here.
Make ready.
These gentlemen are being brought up to full strength.
Sir. Your orders?
We can get Cuirassier though,
Yes.
and that will help here, replenish these here. Again, we're going to start trimming and refining our armies here. The wars that are coming here are going to be pretty brutal. Also, we need every penny we can get here. That's also done. That's also been done. We've replenished that there. Same with Croatia. And the same with Hungary. That's excellent. Of course, a lot of enemy raiding. is tut morale drunken, sir? Germany's reconfiguring its forces there. It was absolutely fine. We need to deal with this here. No chance. Are we going to be pushed back? We're going to check out what's going on in Moscow.
Hello. Secrecy. My watchword. Anything else?
There's not a lot of armies in Moscow here at all.
Unseen, unheard.
In fact, they're losing a lot of forces. Lots of Cossack are being used here. But we have to take out, as we will follow the council's instructions. I think what we will do though is we'll start dealing with these as well soon. Again, we need to get these gentlemen to full replenishment here.
Sir.
We could use that army, but I don't want to drag in too many armies. Will it drag any of these in here? No, we can clear that. We can clear the crossing here.
Yes.
With this army, which we're going to do right now.
Battalions ready.
Yeah, let's try and minimise the losses here. We need every single army here, so we're gonna start clearing the approaches to St. Petersburg. That's going to be absolutely critical. Absolutely critical here is to clear the approaches of St. Petersburg. We've got plenty of firepower here, my goodness me. We're going to be aggressive here, very aggressive. We're going to put all of our forces into one place here so we can, as it were, properly construct our attacking force and also defences as well, as you can see. Wonderful defensive position in terms of our fire support. Oh, good here. And of course, then we've got. We're going to bring absolutely everything to bear here. I know normally we would put these in the sort of the front lines of defence, but I think we're going to bring everything, all the guns to bear. Now, what's the quick line, demarcation line as it were? How far into this? Oh my goodness me, it's all the way over here. It effectively covers this, even the topography here, this battleground here is perfect for us. It puts us on a hill here, but also, this hill might give them a sight, but it doesn't really give them the cover they want. Also, look at the undulations here, the sort of the thing. They've got to move away and around here, and this here will definitely break up any of their advances if they choose to move through this right flank, their left, our right. We can absolutely pour fire on them. We've got plenty. Look at this, look at the cavalry we got here. This is extraordinary. We're going to be highly aggressive here, put them to the sword. Got sharpshooters, so let's first of all set up a defensive line here, just on the base of this hill as it were. Another regiment on the right and this regiment here on the left, using the topography here of the battlefield to sort of really lay our defences. Strong defence. Got sharpshooters will help just keep the defence in good order. Just put them over slightly over this way here. That's more like it. And again, here, 21st sharpshooters, just overhanging on our flank here. That's more like it. That's what we need from these gentlemen as well. Go as far as we can here. That's more like it. Just give ourselves an overlapping ability here. I think we'll send out 3 regiments with the cavalry. Let's just hit them really hard here. We'll have one regiment here. We're taking our most experienced regiments with us. We'll have one more regiment here. Got this. We're just going to absolutely go for the remnants of the Russian. It's not even a full force. So I think we are now ready to begin the elimination of this Russian army. Let's bring the shot. I believe that might fall a little bit short. Yes, it will at the moment. Let's go back into the round shot. Begin. There's quite a concentrated force there. I'm going to bring them absolutely to task here. We'll cut straight across. Oh, no shrapnel shot is perfectly placed. I think they're just walking. Gentlemen, double time, please. Stake, gentlemen, get those stakes in place. Let's just cover this flank here. Come on, gentlemen, get those stakes in. Get those stakes in. Overwhelming firepower. Oh my goodness me. Steady. Steady, lads. Move cases now, we're ready, so we're ready for them. Oh, they set mines, I don't believe it. Gosh, they set mines. Oh. Never underestimate your enemy. Never underestimate your enemy. My goodness me. Those mines were crafted. Wow, look at that. They set those mines beautifully. Fair play to them. Yes. Why can we do stand a chance, sir? They come back. They come back. Those mines, they set mines by here. That was crafty, that was fair play. Ready. Oh. They've gone. Got the general. Shattered, please, gentlemen. Shattered, thank you. Yes, we got rid of them. Back in line, gentlemen. Back in line. That was a close call right there. Absolutely blitzed. Let's give him a double punch. Yes. That was a real. They set a beautiful trap there. You got to hand. You got to hand credit to them there. They set a beautiful trap for us. We lost far more men than I considered. Come on, gentlemen. Come on, give them a volley, lads. Give them a volley. Absolutely obliterated. That cost us far more men than I was even contemplating there. Let's completely remove them from the battle here. Oh. Let's put an end to it, gentlemen. General gone. Yes. Shatter them, lads. Shatter them. They're gone. That's us done. Close victory, sir? I don't think so. Lost 377, that's much less than we normally would have. Infantry, 24 pound, did a wonderful job. The Cuirassiers once again coming to the fore. That's pushed them back, that's excellent. That's opened up that. Has now opened up that position for us. Let's replenish and repair here, that regiment here, this army here, should I say. We can. So we've stabilised the frontier, we've pushed them back here. Hopefully they will push away, or they'll come and move, turn around and attack us. If they did that, that'd be excellent for us, it really would. I think we'll remove these gentlemen from game. We're just trying to trim everything down here. As you can see, it's already increasing our income. We've got to get rid of this army here, which is loitering about. That's actually quite a powerful army there. We might have to use this army here to do so. But we will chase it down. I think we'll start to pull these away from some of these forces away from the border here.
Yes, sir. Sir. Ready and
I'll
awaiting
retrofit this army here again. Gentlemen.
Make ready. Your humble
We need to
servant.
retrofit some of these armies.
Yes, sir.
Very much so. Yeah, we've got to do that. I think we use Vienna to do so. I think also we need to bring our fleets into good order here. Almost done there. But I think what we'll do is start pulling these forces back
Yes,
towards
sir. Make ready.
towards Vienna.
Ready and awaiting orders. Make ready.
We'll keep that army there.
Yes, sir.
Pull this army back here.
March.
We'll
Ready
keep
and
these
awaiting
armies in
orders.
situ here just to
Ready for
hold
orders.
our rear guard action so we can withdraw these forces without any problems.
Yes.
That's being replenished here. Let's end the turn, my friends. Let's see what happens here.
Can I be of further service?
Look how many Spanish forces are there. Where did they come from? How do they get that many forces in northern Italy? Good grief. Germany. Wait a minute. They still got a good plethora of forces there. See, my friends. Locals, we don't like us either. Afghanistan, they don't like us either. Up north, the Ottomans. Oh, you think we gotta chase them down? We have to chase that army down. We can't have them doing that damage now. They started to reinforce Moscow as well. And St. Petersburg, good grief, look at the amount of forces in St. Petersburg. We're going to pull that army group away from Finland and just bring it to the border there and maybe to start harassing them. Mind me that pull them out, mind you, they've got a huge amount of forces. Oh my goodness me, it's ridiculous. Look at the battle for St. Petersburg. Yes, they're pulling them all out here. Now they're combining their forces. Wait a minute, sir. Here comes Persia. They're going to surround Armenia. Are they going to put are they going to build towards an attack into Syria? Spain has some massive forces at their disposal. Sweden, don't even think about it. Sweden, don't even think about it. They were two large armies there. What were they doing up there? 20,000? Why would you give you 20,000 for peace? Don't think so, sir. You might want it at that price, but we certainly do not want it or need it. Norway, again. Not really doing a lot. They are protecting our northern flank, or the upper limits of our northern flank. Okay. That's fine. We've got plenty going on here at the moment.
Ready and awaiting
Now we can move some of this force towards the Hanoverian border.
for crown and country. Yes,
Well, that's a lot of forces. We can start retrofitting these
Humble
forces here now.
at the ready.
That army is in good shape there.
Yes,
This,
sir.
we got 6. They got 5 of it. 5 units here of cavalry. We're going to do replenishing. We're going to remove these. I know they got some. I know we've got some experienced cavalry here, but I know perhaps the council is balking at the idea of me removing these from the order of battle. But we've got to trim our costs. We've also got to bring in better troops here. You know, we've got to cut our cloth
Sir.
according to what we can and can't do here.
Men, forward.
That's more like it. That's a much better force there.
Yes,
This force is looking good
ready
here.
and awaiting orders.
Got 4 cavalry regiments here. Again,
Make
4
ready.
cavalry regiments going in.
Forward. March
That's more like it, sir. Now,
at the ready.
here doesn't need any, but this fort,
humble
look at that. We need 2 here, and we've got to get ourselves some better guns here as well. What have we got here?
Ready for orders.
Got 2 here, so we can now pull this army
Sir.
back.
Your orders.
so that it can also be retrofitted.
Forward.
We're going to leave this one army
Ready
here
and
as a
waiting
rear
orders.
guard.
Sir.
Let's do what needs to be done.
Ready for order.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Troops.
Oh, we're going to retrofit. We'll also do the same, that we'll get ourselves a gun here. We have any guns in here?
Make ready.
No, we don't. We're going to put ourselves a 24 pounder. Gentlemen, where are you, sir? Retrofitted perfectly there. This army's getting up to full strength here as well. Got the border well protected. That's good to see. I don't think so, sir. Now this army here can also be brought up to, it is being brought up to full strength.
Sir. Your humble servant.
We're going to move in here. We're going to cross the border here, or across the river,
Men. At the ready.
and here as well. We're going to establish a bridgehead across the river.
Yes.
Oh. General NH, we're just going to pull to here.
Men.
Looks like the Marine
Ready
Corps is
for
ready. We're going to start forming this army group up here now.
March. Your humble
3 of our
servant. At the ready.
very powerful
Ready
commanders
for
here.
order. Citizens. March.
That's the strike group that's going to move into St. Petersburg, but it will need considerable reinforcements. Again here and here. This army here can also be moved up. It's going to cross over. We're going to have a bridgehead established here just so we've got this
Immediately. Waiting
across the
for
river
your
here
order.
fully established. Otherwise you've got to go all the way around here to Moscow to get to cross the river. Full strength. Now what we did say is we're going to put, wait a minute gentlemen, what we did say is we're going to put this for this army group is going to move down to here.
Forward.
Oh, at least these 2 armies here. We're going to try and draw some Russian forces out.
March.
Is this firmly under
More
control?
orders.
Yes it is. If we move this army out, how will it look?
Anything more? For crown and country.
Just about hanging on there by the fingertips, and that's absolutely fine.
Yes, sir.
We're going to move this army group up.
Forward.
Ultimately it's going to be moved to here, around the fort, Fort Karela. We're moving to the fort here, see if we can draw some of these Russian forces out. We've established a bridgehead here, but we might have to push in with this army group here and eliminate the remainder of these Russian forces. How's this?
Yes.
Oh, that's it. That army is looking good there as well. Again, we're going to cross the river. Again, just pushing our bridgehead deeper and deeper here.
Your humble
This army's not ready yet.
Sir.
We've still got these gentlemen to
Your orders. Make ready.
bring up to full strength.
Ready for order.
I think we need to bring this army under control here. Let's not forget this part of our empire. The Middle East looks like we've got the Persians moving down here to try and attack Syria. They've already put
Aye, sir.
a considerable force into here. Look what the...
Any orders?
We are going to protect our assets here.
Ready.
We'll move our fleet to here just to protect us. Our assets within the Mediterranean Sea, this cold, this ball here of the Mediterranean Sea.
Sir.
I think we'll move these forces closer here to Jerusalem.
Anything more?
We're definitely going to see an attack by Persia, that goes without saying. And we are starting to see the Persians moving in here. This army is well established, but we don't have that cuirassiers. But can we get cuirassiers into this location without them being seen? That's 4 regiments. We might be able to sneak them along the coast road here.
Ready for
We
order.
also need to deal with this Persian force here as well. let's just set ourselves up here and saying to the Ottomans, we shall not be moved here. I think we'll use this army to deal with them. Let's try and cut them off here if we can.
Make ready. Setting up camp. Men, forward.
Trapping them between the coast road here. They'll step out here, but at least we'll have pushed them into one particular direction. They can't cross these. They've trapped themselves in here. They'll be able to escape from through here along the coast road, but at least we'll have corralled them away from the Ankara. Let's end the turn, my friends. I know we've got this army here as well we've got to deal with. And this force here, which we also need to deal with. Let's end the turn. Let's see what comes our way. Oh, that's a... Now, actually, let's fight this battle here. This will be the last battle of this particular episode here. But let's take this fight. I think it will be... We've established that bridgehead now, where we've crossed that river, heading towards St. Petersburg. We sort of established that ground. We've got that really elite army group behind it as well. It's going to be the battering ram into St. Petersburg, led by, of course, the Marine Corps. Wow, that's a misty day. My goodness me, look at that. It really is brutally cold. This is a cold mist. It really is one of those brutal mists. But we've got plenty of guns here. Let's just bring ourselves to the fore here. We've got plenty of cavalry. We've got lancers, lancer guards as well, I beg your pardon. I think we'll set ourselves square on here. So let's get them. The places. I said the artillery up correctly, should I say? And I think again we'll set these gentlemen here. Perfect. Again, we will be wanting to use a shrapnel shot at this particular occasion. General here. Let's get our cavalry because we will be launching. Oh my goodness, we've got plenty of lancer guards here as well to go along. If we can hit them with one on one flank, look at that. We might even send out a little strike force out there. Let's set our defences up first. Let's set our defences quite forward. We not normally this quite far forward, but we will this time. Regiment here in the middle and one on the right. Another regiment on the left. What the blazes is going on here? Thank you, gentlemen. And this regiment on the left. Let's pull them in a little bit closer here. That's more like it. Good strong defensive line here. Let's send out a force with the cavalry. 3 regiments. The remainder are going to be staying in defence. I think we're going to need them in defence, to be honest with you. But still, this is a sizable Russian force. Ah, look at that. Now that's going to disrupt our line. We might have to pull this line back. Actually, I think we might put some of these cannon in the line. I think that might just prove valuable in the long run. I think we'll just put these in the line just to make sure we don't get caught on the hop here. Put another one on this flank here. Put these gentlemen. That's more like it. because we moved them that fraction over, we've avoided this sort of deeper cliff edge here. Got another 2 regiments. Put another regiment here again, just angling it just so we cut off this particular end of the flank here. Let's keep 1 regiment in reserve just so we can push it into whichever area is going to see the most action. Now let's set up shrapnel shot for every single one, but until they get too close I'm going to lose canister shot. General is here. Let's centralise the general. I think we're good to go. Let's take the fight to them. Oh, that's quite a large Russian force there, but let's take the fight to them. Oh, they've been absolutely decimated there. Get in the gentlemen, let's move. Double time! Move it! Time for slackers here, we've got to show the Russians who's boss here. Here they come. We're going straight for the cannons. Oh. Lost a cannon, but my goodness me, the rest of them really have set them. Steady, lads. Generals into them. Here they come. Let's try and close off this particular flank here. Move, gentlemen, move. We've got them, we've got them. We have lost some guns though. That is a shame. They've gone. Oh, gentlemen, double time. Lost it. No, they're broken. They've had enough. 24 pounds. They've gone. Let's remain focused now, lads. Let's remain focused. Let's go to canister. Let's get them before they get to us. They've broken as well. My goodness, they've gone for our guns. That's a smart move. That's a real smart move there. They've gone for all our guns. Straight to the guns. That's a smart move. They've eliminated all our guns along the front here. It's time to close the ranks here. Get back onto your guns, sir. I got so distracted. are so distracted. Here they come. Close the line. Oh, they've gone. Double time, gentlemen, for goodness sakes. Let's get our men in position. If we get these regiments in position. Give me a point, lads, that's it. Into James bodyguards, see together, lads, see together. The Lancers. Now that was a battle, and that was just the remnants of the Russian force. They put up a real strong attack battle there. Go on, lads, give them another volley. Give them another volley. Don't loiter, don't loiter, don't loiter, don't loiter. Ah, they've gone. Polish them off. Just polish them off, lads. These are the Cossacks. They're shattered, they're all gone. Whew. That was a tougher fight. That was a real tough fight, my goodness me. Close victory. That was closer than we expected. My goodness me, that was a tough battle. 506 lost. Got 400 remaining. Oh, I got the 24 pounds. 116. 74. Wonderful, sir.
Men, waiting further orders.
Just moving these reinforcements up here.
Waiting further orders.
Stiffening the line here. Barbary State. Ooh, it looks like the Swedes have just established another stronghold there within North America. I'm not too happy about that at all. We've got to keep an eye on Sweden. The bridgehead before St. Petersburg has been established. We've just pushed past that river. Oh, that's more like it now. we'll take that because it'll give us time to replenish and repair, potentially move forces down to deal with Persia. So yeah, we'll take that peace offering there. Now their trade lines are open up again, as you can see here. If they come after us again, we will put the foot down on them hard. What? We can also take another look at those Spanish forces in northern Italy. They were extraordinary amount. See if we'll see now, my friends, whether the Persians are. No, here it is. There it is. As no. That's going to be a titanic battle for Syria. Spain. Sweden. They've established a stronghold there. Are they going to move against Britain? I wonder. Courland haven't chosen a side yet, but they are powerful, Courland. That's good. Lithuania here. I wonder if we send this agent out into the deeper recesses here of the German fort. Yeah, look at that. Germany really does have a huge amount of forces in Minsk. Well, we've got to gather better intel here. Our intel must be much much better here. And indeed, that intel is proven. Look at this here. Look how... Look how many forces the Genoans have got, but look how many forces the Spanish have got here. Oh my goodness me. That's extraordinary combat troops. Oh, good grief. What? These are the absolute creme de la creme here of Spanish forces. What? This is where all their elite troops are, in northern Italy. Well, I'll be damned. Would you look at that, my friends? That is a monstrous Spanish force. I mean, Spain is a real threat. My goodness me, that is just incredible. Even though we're pushing into the east here towards, we've established a very strong bridgehead across the river here. We've still got these forces to deal with. We've held back our sort of elite assault army group here, our elite assault force, which will lead the attack into St. Petersburg. I think what we will do is we're just going to move closer to St. Petersburg here, into the fort, which would be the best army for the fort here.
Yes.
I think this army is probably better suited here, is it? It's got quite a lot of cavalry.
Yes. Ready and awaiting orders.
I think this army would be in the fort. It's got the... Yeah, I think this army's going to be in the fort here.
Make ready. March.
Then we're going to use these forces just to...
Make ready. Ready and awaiting orders.
Hopefully, can we pull these Russian forces onto these defences here? That would be an absolute boon.
At the ready. Make ready.
Got to deal with this Russian force here. We can't have it loitering about too much. I think we'll use this force to deal with it. We're going to send additional troops across the bridgehead here. We have to increase the size of this bridgehead. We have to push this bridgehead out.
Gathering supplies.
And potentially remove these Russian forces from this in entirety, keeping this assault group intact here and unskirmished.
Yes.
That's dealt with that. It's dealt with them there. Let's bring these gentlemen up to full strength. 185,000? There it is, we've pushed it right back to here. Absolutely decimated here. These army groups, this army here, what do we do with these armies here, my friends? God, I can't get over the size of the magnitude here. Look at the Genoans as well. How the blazes do we take Genoa here? Damascus, of course, is under siege. And that means it's going to drag these. Right, we've got to do this.
Ready and awaiting orders.
We can't, because of course.
Onward! More orders? Troops! Forward! Your humble servant.
Damascus is going to come under a massive amount of strain here. Oh, actually, it hasn't pulled in these here at all. That's a wonder. And that's how going to be our final action of this particular episode, my friends. What an episode it's been. We really have seen some been real revelations. Even Moscow is starting to build up some defences there, but that northern Italy Spanish redoubt is extraordinary. It really is, my friends. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. As you can see, we feel ending it on quite a dramatic turn here, with, of course, the Persians looking to try and take back all of the Middle East here. But we've got an incredibly strong defensive force here. If they break this, then we are in trouble here, but hopefully we can hold, my friends. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. As always, thank you for all of your wonderful advice and your wonderful support. As always, my friend, please keep those comments coming down below. Please keep that advice coming. It's been exceptional, it really has. The only reason we are where we are is because of you, my friends. We've got a long way to go. Hope you've enjoyed it, my friends. Hope you're all being safe out there, especially what's going on in the world right now. But until next time, my friends, bye for now.